Hey all, welcome to episode 2 of Heart of the Podcast with MSTC. I'm Mel.
I'm Kosi.
George here.
Joseph.
I'm Nick.
All right, cool. So we didn't do this last episode, and we got some feedback about it. So the decks that we're currently playing, so I'm currently playing Mechs with the Brave Engine teched out in it.
Ooh.
I'm playing Dinosaur with the spice.
What's the spice?
Don't say.
Chill,
No,
chill,
don't
chill.
say.
All right.
It's Dragon Ravine. That's it.
Shrino.
I've said too much.
I'm playing Trap Eldritch. Best deck.
Joseph is doing the best Sword Soul deck ever. Nate?
I play heroes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I bring up the Brave Engine because that's one of the topics we want to talk about, like how we feel about it. So a couple of us did a tournament this weekend. We just wanted to say some of our thoughts about how we.
Oh, you
felt
guys
about
did the 3v3 at Gamer's Choice,
Yeah,
right?
we did. Yeah.
Yep.
It was like 42 teams. We'll get to the tournament recap a little bit later, but Brave Engine's been out for like a week and a half. What are our thoughts on it? Let's start with Joseph.
So, in the tournament, it was pretty underwhelming, I would
Wow.
say.
Brave
When the engine popped off, it did its thing, but most of the time I feel like it takes over the person's actual engine, and they don't really get to play the deck that they have. So like I played against Phantom Knights, Brave Phantom Knights, and all I said was Brave. He didn't even get to scythe combo, and he just negated the one card, and then I proceeded to a TK.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Pain.
I echo what you said. Same thing. It was kind of just they did the brave stuff, and then it was a negate, and that was it. I don't know. It was underwhelming. I was in the last episode. I said I'd be afraid of it, and I very underwhelming. I think it's kind of bad, actually, to be honest.
Oof.
9 cards for one negate.
Bad. That's interesting.
And to also add to that, it's not like we went to just any locals. It was an actual like real competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
47 teams. That's crazy.
Nah, and the prize was like 6 OTS cards. Like
Yeah.
three nib and 3 droplet.
3 nib, 3
No,
droplet
3
for
and
first.
a rose.
Excuse me.
Rose
Oh,
was second.
Rose was second.
Yeah, I'm saying, but my thoughts on the Brave. I mean, it kind of couples with who won the tournament, right? Because shout out Saul. Saul's insane. He's on PK, not PK, Prank Kids.
Was he running?
other
Was he
PK.
the one that was running like Sid before?
Nah, he's always been on Prank Kids, but
Okay.
he plays his thing is like max rarity. Like nah, he's cool though. He's a very nice guy, but he's playing. I'm pretty sure he's playing the Brave Engine in his Prank Kids. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to play it right now, but I think Brave, like what Joseph and Nick just said, it kind of overshadows what your deck actually does. It's 9 cards. 8 if you don't play Draco back, but if you're not playing Draco back, that's a misplay. But
Yeah.
the fact that Prank Kids is, what is it? How many kids are there? There's
4.
Lampsees.
there's 4 kids, so you're playing 4 you're playing 12 1-card starters. So 9 cards as an engine isn't really that detrimental to your engine. Plus, like, if you get the Omni Negate, it kind of helps what the deck was lacking before, which was
Right.
an Ash on the first kid or a Nib.
Yeah.
George, what are your thoughts?
So I haven't played anybody with Brave yet. It just seems like this format is just set up Scythe with the Brave package and a bunch of negates. And I mean, I'm gonna be unimpressed when I fucking set 5 pass. That's like, I don't know. I don't think that it really, like, this format for me is just gonna be like 0 brain plays, like flip a trap, flip another trap, flip a third trap, flip a 4th trap, and a 5th trap if you can get that far, and that's it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm really pissed off that Birds got hit. So
Still.
I can't. Yeah, I'm super salty.
Pain.
So
The interesting thing is we did what so 4 matches because our last 2 the opponents never showed, and then so what is that, maybe 12 games, I got scythed once.
Okay.
Only once.
How did Super Poly perform for you, by the way?
oh yeah, you added that last minute, didn't you?
It was well, yeah, because Kosi and I were talking about it. So Super Poly was really spicy.
Really?
And,
even without seeing the scythe package?
Yeah, it didn't matter. One of my PK opponents, he did DPE Rusty, and I was like, cool. It actually worked out literally exactly the way we teched it. Where
Yeah,
he
draw
did
face
he did,
priority,
yeah,
right?
he did. He was like draw face. Oh, he's like, DPE. I'm gonna pop Scythe, and then I'm gonna summon Scythe, and I was like, cool.
No.
And then I dropleted his Scythe.
Okay.
So he was like, okay. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to activate Super Poly. I'm going to target your DPE and your Rusty. And I made Dangerous. And he was like, and he was just, he just looked, he was just like, oh. And I was like, yeah.
It burned a little bit.
It was fucking.
So you didn't draw, you waited for the scythe?
Just like you said, yeah.
Nah, what I said was you draw phase priority, you Super Poly.
So that he can't even get to it, and it's just sitting there.
I guess so.
But it worked out, so I mean, fuck it.
It did work. It did work. So think about, just to go back to the Brave package, right? So he had Rusty DPE, Verte, and then the Brave shit. And then I was like, cool. So then after that Super Poly, he had just the Brave stuff.
Yeah, but think about it this way. I mean, you won that game, right?
Yeah.
So, but if you did, because you lost 3 cards regardless, right? No, 4 cards, because you did.
The card I pitched off Super Poly was a plus, but yes.
But then you drop it as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's 4 cards.
Yeah.
So I mean, you would have lost 4 cards. But if you went, because he still had a negate after that.
He did. Yeah.
So what you could have done was draw phase, Super Poly, discard, get rid of those 2 darks, make your Dangerous, and then you just drop with his Griffin. So those 4 cards would have traded for his entire
That's actually
board.
smart. Yeah. That's a little smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I scraped him.
Yeah, but Mel, we didn't hear your thoughts on Brave. I think.
Yeah, so I have the opposite. I was actually very impressed with the Brave engine, mainly because I saw the value that it could give to mechs, because Mech Knights are my primary deck, and I think that it gives me columns when I can't normally get them, because for the most part, Mech Knight players, our normal summon is Girsu, and we can play Ibli, or if you want to play Alistair, which I don't think Alistair Invoke Mech Knight is a very good build anymore. It used to be good, but not anymore. But I feel like the Brave engine gives you a play, because like if you don't have Girsu in hand, you're not gonna but you have the way to get to the Brave engine. There's your normal summon, and you can search if you want to search Girsu, you can search it next turn. But like you can just go do all of your stuff, and like when you activate right and you summon the token, if you don't need, like if they don't have a strong enough board, the token becomes Link Spider, and then Fateful Adventure gives you a space to put underneath Link Spider, and then you can summon purple and do your stuff. I saw fewer people. What I saw more of was people using. I saw more people using Draco back than I thought I would.
Yeah,
because people
I
would
agree.
do the Brave stuff,
Then discard Draco back.
get it, but then be able to activate the bounce effect on their turn. Like I had 3 people try and Draco back a card of mine, which most of the time it was memory, so it didn't matter.
that did happen a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I was
like I said-
surprised because I was just not expecting like a regular spell card with a bounce like that. I wasn't expecting it to get to that point.
Yeah, like I said, if you're not playing Draco back, it's gonna misplay.
I agree.
So one other note, and I'm curious if Joseph and Mel, if you noticed this, was the fact that Fateful Adventure is continuous is a gigantic weakness, because a couple of, I would say, out of all the times people were playing that, they would be like, oh, I'm gonna activate Fateful, and I'd be like, okay, I'll chain DP, and then you pop it, and then they can't activate it.
Yeah,
because it's continuous. That happened a lot, and then the whole thing is useless.
yeah.
So I mean, I feared the engine, and I think it's fine.
I mean, I think one of the big things is like there's a reason that it was dominating the OCG. There's a reason that people were afraid of it here. I don't think it'll have the same, because we talked about this last week where we were like, will the Brave engine will it be as dominant as it is, or will it be like Crossout? And I don't think it's going to be as like much of a flop as Crossout, but I do think it is something to be respected and
Yeah,
feared.
Crossout was a huge flop.
Oh my god.
Crossout will have its day.
Yeah.
It'll have its day in Despia format.
It will.
I'm huffing copium right now, but
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
have its day.
Yeah, you and I
got
spent
that?
a lot.
Oh, you guys spent so much money on that card.
It's like 100.
Yeah.
God.
So we never go neg. We never go neg though. We never go neg.
But so I mean, yeah. So our team, we did like okay.
We
I don't know.
did.
What was it, X2 record or?
Yeah, what was the record?
We showed up and
Yeah,
we did a
we-
thing.
We did not.
That's it.
We did not do very well.
All right, so what was the record?
I did not win a game, which I was very frustrated with myself.
No,
but
you won some match. You just won. You
I
didn't
won.
win
Sorry,
matches,
I
right?
won
Yeah,
a
you
game.
some
I didn't win
games.
any matches.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
is not normally how I do, and it's
No,
disappointing.
normally
It can be very frustrating when you lose. It's very hard to like, for me anyway. It's very hard to get myself back in the game. I'm just like, once I lose it, and that's it. Like I know when I can't play anymore because I'm too frustrated to play the next game.
I mean, you guys didn't play any tournaments before this tournament though. Like,
No.
Yeah, it's been a while for me.
I did.
well, Nick and Mel, you guys can like do a GC. I find if I don't go to a GC for a while, I'll come back and like get get scraped, and then
Mhm.
I'll come back like in 2-3 times, and I'm like, okay, I just top. But you gotta be prepared, you know.
Yeah.
The 5 Ps.
Yep. Yep.
So actually, something that I thought was pretty funny, during our first match, our first match, the guys were a bit sus.
Much.
But I actually thought we lost that match. So as soon as that match was over, I was like, "Oh, that was just a warm up, guys. Don't worry about it. We got this. We're on the next one. We're gonna win it."
Yeah, Nick and I were like, "Yeah, we know. We'll be fine."
And
Yeah, no,
I was
yeah.
like, "Oh man, yeah, we lost, but that's okay. That's okay. We can recoup."
Yeah.
And then we were on the higher table, and I was like, "Oh, is this how it's working?" Like,
Yeah, we got
you
to
know.
take
The losers get the high table.
No, so we I actually I did the best I'd ever done in that
You
tournament.
played
so
super well.
I went 2-2, and one of the games I drew the worst hand that I think my deck can produce. Literally, it was
What,
like
heroes? No.
double increase, malicious, dark calling, miracle fusion. I was like, nice.
That's not a play.
No, there's no plays in that hand. And then Joseph, you did pretty well.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Mel, you were an excellent captain in the middle. There were a lot of times where I was like, Mel, I'm not sure how to approach this board, and you were good. You were
Yeah.
good.
That's,
Yeah, everything was good.
I mean,
Shout
it's
Yeah.
different to play a 3v3
it
because
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
there's not enough of
did-
us to do 3v3 to practice against each other. So
That's true.
Did either one of you face Sword Soul at all?
No.
I didn't.
had all the mirrors. Then.
You did.
You did, yeah.
You did. Which actually, speaking of,
You were C, right?
ordered.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
we
C, he
ordered
was
correctly
C.
then.
Yeah.
and I won my
Yeah.
my mirrors.
Yeah, so we
Yes.
ordered correctly because you got I
Sword
got,
Soul God.
So you got. Let's maybe talk about what we played. What did you play? All for our 4
So
games?
the first round was Tenyi Adventure with a small Sword Soul package.
Oh, with the Rose Dragon stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's actually
But
that's
I
a cool.
never
That's a cool
saw
deck.
that.
Yeah.
That's a cool deck.
I just saw
that?
Adventure.
It didn't do very well.
No.
It's not an optimized deck.
No,
version
no,
of
no.
TCG.
Shouts out for him to try.
Then played against Sword Soul again.
Okay.
Actual Sword Soul. Then I played against Dinos. And
Oh
then
yeah.
Shout out to Dino players around the world.
Yeah.
and I managed to draw 3 imperms.
I remember
Oh.
that.
Hand.
You showed me. You were like, "What do I do?" And I was like, "Imperm Ovi and hope it works."
Yeah, that's tough.
And it did, but then
Oh,
he got to the
nice.
simplified game stage where he just had UCT and I was
Mhm.
top decking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
it's
nothing
tough.
I could do.
Ah,
Yeah, you get like that's usually an L. That's tough. Yeah, that's
And what
tough.
was your last?
that's a really good boss monster.
I'm pretty sure.
The best
Actually,
main
you
boss
played
monster in the
Prank
game.
Kids,
I'm pretty sure
didn't
the 4th was Dino. The 3rd was PK.
Yeah, yeah. You played
Brave.
Prank Kids. You played that
Yeah.
kid was good. He
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, you
he-
played Prank, not
Yeah.
Phantom Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We have 2 PKs.
PKs, yeah,
right?
Prank, yeah.
So what did I play? I played Eldritch. Skill drain doesn't impress. Sorry, George. Weak. So I played Skill Drain deck. I played Lyrilusk, Tri Brigade,
DP.
Brave.
What?
Oh yeah, I
with
saw
no,
that.
with
Yeah,
no
with-
DP.
Oh, that's weird.
that was a really close 2-1, and I lost because I just didn't draw super great in my 3rd game. Not like quite a brick, just wasn't quite good enough. Like one more extender, I think I would have won. So it is. The 3rd game I played Mech Knights and I got absolutely scraped. It was Mech Knights with Brave token. I got
Yeah,
absolutely like no chance. And then the 4th game we played. I played Phantom Knight Brave, and I absolutely destroyed that kid. It was
Wow.
not close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with heroes.
Heroes are good, man.
No, the heroes are good.
They're like it's like it's like a meme that they're like not good without a negate.
Nah,
They're,
bro.
they're
Heroes are
good.
insane. I
They're
told
very
you,
strong.
I mean, with one Omni.
Oh.
If they got an Omni, it's a tier 0 deck. Because
Oh yeah,
their whole deck is toolbox. So imagine that big of a toolbox with an Omni negate.
Toolbox with just floodgates.
Yep.
oh god.
Oh,
Yeah, because Dark
Melia.
Law and
Yeah, I played Drytron first. Then I played Eldritch, Brave Eldritch with DPE.
Brave Eldritch.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
He was very, very intelligent player. Just knew how to play. And then I played Pure Mech Knights, and that guy knows how to play.
He was
I'm
so
blanking on his
so
name,
good.
But he was very, very good.
what are his sleeves like?
They were the World Legacy sleeves.
Like the
blue one. The
I
blue
know-
ones,
I know
yeah.
what you're
Yeah,
talking
it was
about.
the
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
ones.
And the kid I
he's
the guy I
insane.
played had those too.
Yeah.
They
You
were
played
good.
Larry,
nasty.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
I want to get to that point in Yu-Gi-Oh where it's like, what color sleeves? What kind of sleeves did they have?
Nah, well, he just uses the same sleeves. all
Yeah.
the time.
Right, but it's like-
he double sleeves, right? He double
Yeah,
sleeves.
yeah, yeah.
I know
Honestly,
exactly
hot
what you're talking
take. I think that was the best team we played, even if they
Yes.
didn't top.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
were
they were
Honestly.
very, very
We
strong.
also went against Shannon's team, no?
Yeah, they're part of Shannon. Shout out to Shannon, Column King. And then I played VW last, but it was VW with Baron, which I was not expecting at all because he's playing with Snow. So he
Maybe
just
it's Scythed deck.
yeah. Well, he didn't scythe me at all.
You know,
It's because we had a 36-minute game one.
oh yeah,
God.
You were stressed. I felt
That
like stressful.
sucks.
That game was so long.
It got to a point where it was like because I had Avermax and he had no way to out it, and then he brings out Barone, and I'm like, what the? How? I've never seen a VW player play Barone.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that was our tournament. I mean, and then our two opponents didn't show up at the end because we weren't doing very well. So,
So I guess strictly speaking, we went 4-2.
What was pricing like?
It was so the way that it was billed was three ulti droplet, 3 ulti
Nib, right?
Nib, for first. Second was 3 Starlight Rose. And then third was I think it was like a box, and then some packs, and then fourth or fifth through eighth was like half a box or something.
Did you guys get any OTS packs for?
No, we got 15 packs of Battle of Chaos for entry.
What you guys pull?
I got a Guardian Chimera.
He got Nick got a Guardian Chimera.
Got another illusion.
Yeah, he got a Master of Illusion, I think it is. I didn't pull anything.
You want to sell that Chimera, Nick? Oh no, keep it.
I think I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, to keep it.
But what was interesting and what I appreciate Gamers Choice for is they so that's the pricing that was billed, but I don't know if they ended up doing this, but they were talking about allowing the players to decide what they wanted. So like if whoever got first place, if they wanted the roses and the Nibiru's or something, they could take that, and then they would give the other stuff to the other people.
Oh wow!
Which was interesting because like if you give people boxes, there's like not really much of a choice. But
Right.
When they were doing, and also shout out to Gamers Choice, they have the best pricing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Great
it's nuts.
venue,
It's insane.
friendly staff,
Yeah.
great sales. They buy cards for
Singles
pretty, a fair
are
price.
like-
Yeah, they have some cool stuff.
The only negative thing I have to say about them is that they sold their Air Neos, and I would have bought that literally on the spot, and I'm sad about that. But
George, you were saying something?
Oh yeah. So I mean, we're just like to kind of like come back to the OTS. I know that this week we got a little sneak peek of OTS 18.
We did.
What do you guys think of that?
So those ultis are they going to be $70 or are they going to be $200?
wait, what's the ulti again?
Altis are
Zeus?
Ecclesia and Fusion Dust.
They're going to be
Fusion
$70
Destiny.
or $100 or $200.
Fusion Destiny. Ooh, that card's gonna get banned.
No,
It's not gonna get
definitely
banned.
limited.
No,
at least.
I think I was thinking about this a little bit. If you get rid of Scythe, DP is just a pop.
Mm-hmm.
Like it comes back, but it's just a pop. It's not the danger. The danger with it is it's just enable Scythe.
Yeah,
Two
but
feels fair.
Or
yeah, but look how strong DPE was last format without Scythe.
or if you get rid of Verte, you just
I'm-
cut
Well,
it
why
down
get rid of
completely.
Verte? Because
I mean-
Verte is Dark Magician support.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Verte is Dark Magician support. Like the problem is that like I'm biased, but I think 2 Fusion Destiny is fair.
It's very fair.
I think so too. I don't think there's anything wrong with
I-
DP.
Three,
I'm not.
three is a bit much.
I play
Agreed.
FD and Dinos. It's like it's just like the fact I can just vomit my whole hand and get my whole place,
And then you slap down
and then
that
just
hand,
slap
yeah.
down Fusion. Imagine that at 3.
Yeah.
Every deck can do that.
Yeah.
So the only thing that makes me sad is if Fusion Destiny gets limited, then I have to run Verte in Heroes, and I don't want to do that. I really actually don't want to do that.
Don't you get locked into heroes anyway?
It
Yeah.
would be so you can do it. You do it at the end because Fusion Destiny locks you into
Dark Heroes.
Dark Heroes.
What-
Cross Crusader locks you into Hero. Actually, no, there's not that much synergy. It just kind of sucks. Heroes is the most xenophobic deck in the world. It's horrible.
I'm glad you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be you to play it.
Oh, that's a white people joke. Yeah. Nice. So Ecclesia is wonderful.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the art on Ecclesia.
Yeah, but we also
Oh, the
have
Dasher
Starlight.
reprint.
Oh, Dasher as a super. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Love
also
that.
have the Starlight Ecclesia, and
We
that
do.
same version of it.
Oh yeah, we
I
do.
mean, Ecclesia
So
is
what's-
sort of dominating the top rarities right now.
Yeah.
It's got Starlight, Ultimate,
Which-
Prismatic
which was
Secret.
Prismatic,
equally
yes,
more
yes,
I
expensive.
think this might be the end of Ecclesia though. Like she'll see play, but I don't think they're gonna print it again for a while. It's been printed many times.
She might have like one of those cards that are going to be worth a lot of money
Oh,
down
yeah,
the road.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think Ecclesia will always be worth a decent amount. It's
Yeah.
just a good card.
She might even come as a common one day.
Kosi, how do you feel about Super Baby?
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Like
Baby's a
super
super
what?
super baby Ceratosaurus.
It's like the movie where the baby is a geniuses.
Are you gonna play it, Super Baby?
Honestly, let me think about this. No,
Yeah.
I'm being serious right here. I would play it just so what the hell? Whose phone is buzzing? I would play it just so I'd keep my my Duelist League babies
That's fair,
in
yeah.
decent condition.
Mm-hmm.
But at the
That's
same
smart.
time, like I've been playing my Duelist League babies for like ever. So like at this point, like why would I even care?
Yeah. That's
But
Makes
I mean,
sense.
It's nice, but I gotta get it and see how it looks because that Super Scrap Raptor looked amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's nice.
So I gotta see how like
Spicy.
babies look. If they do the same thing for the baby, I might have to see because I stopped playing my ulti terraforming because reasons. So
Oh God.
I'm a little surprised that Dasher is getting a super and Celestial isn't.
Well, Celestial already has a secret.
Yeah. Celestial
like-
has like
It has
secret
it has a
ultra.
secret ultra common.
Ecclesia has 3 other rarities too.
yeah, but Dasher
Dasher was like a $25 common.
Dasher
So,
is
so
still
just sorry,
very
just
expensive.
a little context if you don't know, because you guys don't care about hero stuff that much.
Mhm.
Dasher just hasn't been reprinted in forever. I think it was reprinted in Power. It was printed in Power of the Duelist, which is like 8,000 years old, and that's it. I think that's literally it. It has a rare and an ulti, and it hasn't been reprinted.
It has some commons.
It doesn't.
I think
I don't think it does.
what Dasher?
Dasher's
Dasher
rare.
has
and,
Dasher has 3 printings.
I thought it was rare, and ulti. I don't think it has a common.
Yes,
there
it
are
does.
there are 2 rares a common.
2 rares and a common.
Yeah.
Pretty
Fair.
sure.
It's just, but even it's just old, so it doesn't. There's not that many cards in circulation, so it needed a reprint.
Right, Mel, is it 2 rares and a
Yep,
common?
2 rares and a common.
then-
No,
what-
2 1 rare, 2 commons.
Okay, and then
And
is
then-
Oh, and then
ulti.
wait. So what are the sets? Oh, I guess I was just
Duelist
wrong.
Pack 5 Aster Phoenix, Power of the Duelist, and then Legendary Collection 2.
Man, those are all old.
And then it had the other name, the
We're
lowercase or without the hero.
Oh, lowercase.
Capital, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I have. I think.
Yeah. It's the same one, but yeah. I always find that interesting because like just because it has a high rarity, I mean Konami will do what Konami does, which we appreciate them for all the time. We had some other card announcements happen. You know, you want to talk about that, Nick?
Everybody looked at me. So there's new hero support.
Oh yeah, Craigasm.
Well, how do I feel about the new hero support?
Sure.
This is your world, Nick. We're just living in it.
Yeah. So none of it will be added to the hero deck.
You don't want to
Except-
Techneo?
No,
What?
I really don't want to. But I think
Wait, there's a
I think
play fusion spell. What does that do?
it's nothing good. I think the only card that'll be at Cross Keeper is really good because think about it. You pitch right, and then you special summon Shadow Mist. That's a free match change, buddy.
Do you want to let the people know what you think about Neos?
I hate Neos, bro. Neos is a piece of shit. What might happen is the hero deck splits into the Omni build now and then a Neos build that's actually viable. I'd play both. But the only one that I could see being added to the Omni build is Cross Keeper because that card is fucking insane.
Oh, yeah, you draw. He's a mulligan. That's insane.
Yeah, and then but then like you can reborn Shadow Mist or Liquid Soldier, and in either case, that's a free match change. That's crazy. And then you could run a fucking Shining Neo Swingman, the one that's a pop. No, sorry. What is it? Wake Your E Hero, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
that
it's
looks
called.
good.
Those look like a good card.
That card you'll probably run because it's another Miracle Fusion target.
Yeah.
It's good. It's mostly the art is really pretty. Spirit of Neos looks pretty nice.
Wake up your E hero.
Although I do want to say I feel like with the fusions it's getting a little lazy where they just slap a bunch of characters in it and then they call it fusion.
Yeah,
Like,
it's nostalgia bit, bro.
Yeah, but it's also done like with the newest Link for
Firewall
Ghost
Dragon.
Tricks.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
Like they just shoved every Ghost Trick in there and they were like, "Oh, this is the new Link card." Like they all got together and just looked.
Yeah, I think it was MBT was like in his. I think he did a 10-minute testing video of Ghost Tricks, and he's like, "This card has more Ghost Tricks on it than my whole deck does."
Or the new
That's
Dark
fucking
Magician
hilarious.
card.
With the
Dark
two of them?
Magicians.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just the two of them.
Yeah, how is that even a fusion?
Well, now, so hold on. Let's just go back a little. So
I don't think that's new, by the way.
No, that card's a little old, but your point does stand. Mel, Blue Eyes. There's some good stuff. The Blue Eyes support.
What blue eye support?
The Jet.
The
Jet,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
Jet,
I
the
mean, we talked about
Starlight
it
Jet.
last time.
nice.
It just protects your stuff from destruction.
It's
It's interesting. I think based on what I've seen, like You run like Jet is some that you can run. You can run Tyrant. I think the of D card. They have like 10 names.
Isn't
so.
there's one that's like Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, right?
Yeah. He's a good fusion. I mean, they're gonna print Blue Eyes. They're gonna print all the anime hero supports forever. Which, you know, if you want to get into them, that's fine. I did hear an interesting story about Air Neos and why it's not getting reprinted, because that was one thing that was definitely
Yeah,
missing.
on the art on the card. He's just not there.
So he's missing. I think I have to remember the account that I saw it from. I think it was it was like a TCG anime account on Instagram, and it's not because of the Upper Deck versus Konami battle. It's because there's an airline in a European country, I can't remember which one, that its name is Neos Air.
Oh my god!
They're like, Konami, you can't, like, they sued Konami over it. So that's why it's not being reprinted, because they can't use that name.
Was that the same reason for like? I mean, I'm gonna like go down another road, but Pokemon like
Yes,
Alakazam,
Kadabra.
Kadabra, yeah, sorry,
are-
Kadabra couldn't get
There
printed
are
for.
there's 7 printings of Kadabra in the Pokemon TCG, and they stopped after a long time ago, and it's because some guy,
It got reprinted.
he was a
recently,
magician.
Remember?
Well,
it was like
because
news.
The guy was finally told Nintendo, he's like, I'm gonna end this like ultimatum against you. You can use Kadabra again for TCG.
What a
was
guy.
interesting.
What a
Yeah.
guy.
What a guy!
Literally held the Pokemon hostage.
That's fucked. But also the Air Neos thing is hilarious.
Yeah.
was it even a good card?
Air Neos?
No,
No, it's just
unplayable.
Yeah, then-
it's been printed once.
Wait, so
that's
sorry.
a lot.
Let's just.
But it's also very valuable, isn't it?
Let's make something clear for the rest of the podcast. Like, as long as we do this, Neos cards are unplayable. It's important you all know that they're
Or is it because
fucking unplayable.
they go back to your hand or
that
back
plus
to the
Neos
deck or
is
some
he's
shit?
just a vanilla.
It's like spirits.
He doesn't do anything.
It's like Yada
And they go back to your hand. Yeah, you're like, oh, I make this boss monster, and he fists your mother, and he can crack the earth asunder, but it returns to the extra deck at the end. And I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Wow, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
but Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon are vanillas, and
They are.
and they make Dragoon.
There
Neo-
isn't a
Neos
Neos.
There's hope.
Neos makes Rainbow Neos.
Yeah,
That's-
sell me your Neos fusions, bro. Yeah.
There's hope.
Yeah, no,
I've learned my
Neos-
lesson. I've given.
I'll give you
Nick-
guys the copium right now, actually, like months in advance. If Fusion Destiny gets banned, I'm gonna run 3 Neos Fusion.
Of course
and Rainbow
you are.
Neos. I have to.
I've given Nick so many hero cards that are worthless at the point of like when I pulled them, I'm like, yeah, you can have them. I'm never gonna run heroes, and they're worthless. I don't think they're gonna be worth anything.
You should run Heroes.
Shoots up to like $75 a copy,
Yeah, man. You should run Heroes. What's wrong with you? Should
and
run
then
Heroes.
I die a little inside.
Yeah.
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 That's a rough one.
Never bet against a hero.
Yeah, always hold your hero stuff, kids.
Yeah, and actually.
One other thing that we saw that came out recently is the Mr. Rune stuff, which I'm also a generator player, and apparently it's the rival to the generators. Like, because for those who are not initiated, the generators are like the big boss. They're big boss monsters based on like D&D and stuff like that. And the Mr. Rune is like you're the character going through the dungeon, facing all of those monsters. And it's because it's cool because I don't know anything. I don't really care for the archetype itself, but what's cool is that the perspective of the cards is all you getting certain things. So like,
They do have nice art.
yeah, you get like your characters being handed a sword, and stuff like that. And I think that's really cool. I think Konami does do a good job of like, creating really good card art, especially compared to like Magic. And
What's the thing that you skip your draw phases, your battle phases?
you skip your battle phase. Yeah. It's interesting because like, not everybody, the decks, like generators don't really need they play in the battle phase, but they can also stop you because they're just playing your opponent's turn.
And what's the win condition for Mr. Rune?
OTK.
Deck out. They banish.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
banish
right.
from your opponent's deck whenever they do.
Isn't
for the most part, they do
Generator
stuff.
also like they grind you out?
Yeah, Generator's
Yeah,
very grindy.
I've actually seen OTKs from not Gene Raiders, the Mr. Runes. Like, really good OTKs.
I mean,
How do they
maybe,
do it?
man,
They
maybe
just deck out.
No,
on-
we'll see it.
Okay.
Generator's like a strong deck that I'm surprised never took off. To be quite honest,
It's
good.
The issue is they don't have enough boss monsters, and they're so reliant on the field spell. Like they
Yeah.
can't make tokens without it, and they need tokens to do their stuff.
that's fair.
Yeah, it's a struggle for sure.
Yeah, the Mystic Mind like group on Facebook. that I'm a part of.
There's a Mystic Mind
What?
group.
Of course
Hold up, pause. Before you even say that,
That's
Ta-
crazy.
What?
There's a Mystic Mind group?
1000%
what do you
there
guys
is.
talk about though? What is there
They
to talk about?
They talk about the different flavors of glue they eat.
Yeah.
They talk
I
about
like
Jeff
the
Leonard.
I like the blue glue because it's got butthole.
We talk about how butthurt everybody gets when you drop Mystic Mind.
I don't even get Mel, that one
You
kid
didn't
you
even
played
play
Mystic
it
Mind
anymore.
against. Oh,
I
he was
can,
so-
I
heard
can,
from
and
the
I
side.
will.
Mel
I,
played
I
Mystic
got
Mind.
to like pretty close to top table at a
You did.
regionals
You
with
did. Oh,
Exodia Mystic Mind.
Yeah,
I made like this dude fucking playing
Yeah, he had like
Orcus.
he had like a conniption. Right?
This is where like Orcus was full power, and I just oh, it was so good.
I almost got top 16 at like a really big GC tournament with Mystic Mind in my main deck
Oof.
for diamonds.
Oh, you see?
I got 17th.
Yeah.
Mystic
Top
Mind.
16.
Mel, Mel
Mind.
played
Mystic Mind.
It's actually really strong in this format too, by the way.
Mel played Mystic Mind against this kid in our first game.
The dry
and
trunks.
just from askance, I heard I was playing like pretty intensely because Eldritch, a bunch of back row, I gotta pay attention sort of. And his opponent goes, "Yeah, draw, pass," and then I just hear Mel go, "Oh, stand by main." And he's like, "Oh, I'm thinking here. Do you have any response?" He's like, "I don't have any responses, bro. You got Mystic Mind." And I was just like, "Oh, he's mad.
He was
He's
so
pretty
mad.
tight." Yeah, he
Because I was
too
like,
tight.
oh, I was doing the classic, like, I want to ask you if you have a response. And he's like, no. And he just stopped responding to me. And he was like, bro, you have Mystic Mind. I don't have any responses. And then as soon as I had the same number of answers, he's like, wait a minute. And then he started having a response. But I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm trying to be a good person here.
Nah,
I'm
you're
playing
you're,
Mystic Mind.
you're supposed to like ask.
I hate Mystic Mind. I hated
No.
myself for playing it. I hate that
I might
card.
play Mystic Mind Exodia again this format.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do it.
Yo, man, it's
Do it, man.
watching your opponent just like lose to Exodia.
Or just
no
like
better
watching,
feeling.
You could also play what's it called? You remember that like Inferno Tempest to Necroface?
Oh,
yeah,
That was
that was
fun.
good. That was fun. That was
Watching your opponent just like deck out.
fun. You're just like it's like, oh, Necroface. Oh, I hit another Necroface, and your opponent's like, oh, I got to banish 30.
Oh, and then another 15. Okay. And then
like-
all monsters.
Like for me, it's like all my cards are gone, and I'm left with like 2 dead Fusion Destinies and like a Malicious, and I'm like, nice.
and you're like, pass
Alright.
turn. It's like draw phase. Have no more cards to draw.
That's it.
That's it, bro.
That is it.
Handshake.
No, don't scoop. You might draw a good card.
No, don't scoop. You might draw something good. There's nothing left in my deck.
Oh man, it's That's fun.
Yeah. Degeneracy.
Yeah.
Keeps
As our-
Yu-Gi-Oh healthy.
Yeah, as our resident degenerate player, George, you would know.
Of course. Of course.
I got to do it for a little bit. So.
How were you degenerate? Oh, because you
Oh,
played
Protoss.
Meta.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
Protoss,
nice.
right.
Yeah.
Fuck that card. I hate that card so much.
You know what I did see a lot of, by the way? Ice Dragon's Prison at the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
You
that was
did, yeah.
interesting. You know what's great? Malicious Bane's a fiend. That's all I'll say about that. That kid was tight.
Yeah.
He was he was like, oh, reborn your celestial, banish Bane. I was like, Bane's a fiend.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, his exact words were, oh, and I go, yeah, Bane's a fiend.
Yeah.
So it is.
Yeah.
So it is.
All right. Well, this was fun. I think that we'll wrap it up here. Give y'all a nice clean episode. I think we'll try and keep these going at least once a week to give you something to listen to. But thank you for listening to the Heart of the Podcast.
Thank you.
All 13 of you guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Yeah.
appreciate you. We appreciate all of the people that listen.
Everybody.
We did timestamp this, George.
Timestamp.
I'm Mel,
Noted.
I'm Kosi.
George.
Joseph.
I'm Nick.
and we'll see you next time.